Let me mirror you. I would love to see just to start out with your left hand doing this drill, where you're bringing it across your body, up and back to front, back to front. Beautiful. Yeah. And then let's do that again. We're going to bring it across the body, up and back to front. Okay, now let's do it with your right hand. You're going to bring it from its own side, up and over and back to front. Beautiful. On the right, and then we're pulling it across the front of our body, up and back behind the head. Okay, so with both poi, we're going to take them from the right side, pull them up, over, and back to front. Now, if it's easier, you can start with the together time pinwheel. I think this may be easier where you're going both back, both front, both back, both front as a starting point. For some people it is. You can try that if it's easier than going into right leads, then left follows. So we'll take both of them, bring them across the body, and drop them back, front, front, back, front, and down. Back, front, back, front, back, front. You come up and over, but push to the left, push to the left, push to the left to make it go back and over the top of your head again. The theme throughout the poi practice in my experience is, I don't know why this is hard. I don't know why this is so hard. And then suddenly you get and you're like, I don't know why that was so hard, right? Like, I think that's normal. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And then it clicks and it does. It probably was that way with the drills though, first, right? So what you're doing now when you're coming up is you're going really far in front of you. You want to keep it closer to your head. So a little while ago, we were doing this thing where you did the sweep back. Let's do that together. So sweep back. And then you did the sweep over. Now what we're going to do, sweep back again. And then instead of sweeping over all the way, what I want you to do is turn 90 degrees, bring them both back to front, back to front, back to front. And then if you feel like you're losing them, just turn right and come down and overhand on your right. And we'll start again from overhand. So pull it back, and now we're going to do a half turn to the right, so a 90-degree turn, and go back to front, back to front, back to front, and come down on the right side. And we pull back. We're underhand here, up and back to front, and down and overhand on the right. And sweep back. We're going to do it again. Come up behind, and 3 times back to front, 2 times back to front, last time back to front, and come down on the right in overhand. And then sweep back, come up, and 3 times back to front, back to front, back to front, turn right, come down in overhand, and sweep back. We'll go for 4 times back to front, so back to front 1, back to front 2, back to front 3, back to front 4, and back and down on the right. And sweep back. We'll go for 4 again and bring it up 4 and 3 and 2 and last one. Bring it back behind, come down on the right, down and overhand. Sweep back and come up and back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, down on the right into overhand. Now this time we're going to go up in together time, but then bring your left hand in front first to try and get it into split time. And then when you start feeling like it's falling down, come down and overhand on the right. So let's try that. We'll sweep back. We'll come up in together time, but then bring your left in front of your right. And then if you feel like you're dropping it, come down on your right. Overhands here, pull back, and then we'll come up, and then left goes in front first. Try to get into that pinwheel, and then down on the right in overhands, and sweep back, and up and together time. Left comes to the front, and down on the right. You have to remember when you come up, both hands go back. Then your left one speeds up. So both hands come back behind your head, Then the left one speeds up and goes to the front before the right one. You come up like this, and the left goes in front as you turn.